Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the React channel. A little birdie told me while I was on holiday that Borderlands have released an in-depth trailer. And a little birdie also told me, aka Twitter, it's fucking shit. So we'll take a look, we'll judge like I do. Me and Borderlands are like a domestic relationship, do you know what I mean? I keep getting filled with shit and still come back. So we'll see what happens. Let's get into the trailer. Give me 1 second here, boys. Bosh. Right. Here we go.
What use is a vault hunter? What use is a killer? Of brutes. A rule-breaking, loot-taking, running and gunning natural disaster. You are in a world.
Can't like that right there. Those first two, she's just pulled out a rainbow fucking bubble. I don't know what that was, but
Of brutes.
Right,
a rule-breaking, loot-taking, running and...
That is a sick cinematic, I'll give him that. That is fucking sick. I will be playing this guy 100%.
gunning natural disaster. You are, in a word, mayhem.
So she's a B-Tech Maya. Okay, cool, good to know.
I take that personally.
No, nothing wrong, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of hot. No, nothing wrong with a little bit.
16-year-old back. Fucking loud, isn't it? I'm a little bit happy that they brought back the pet feature. You know, like what Flak had. I'm guessing that's a Siren's ability, seeing as it was grey and purple. I do like that though. But that type of, you know, having a beast by your side, which is pretty cool. Whether or not it'll be a solo action skill or it'll be like Flak, where like the action skills revolve around it, we'll find out.
Be advised.
That bike there reminds me of is it Ghost? Is it Ghost from Destiny? You just call it whenever you want, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing with that bike. If I'm believing what I've heard, you just digistruct it out of nowhere, which it's a really cool idea. It's been done before by Destiny, of course, but I like it. Do you know what I mean? It does make me feel like we are going for a more open world approach to this game, though, which that kind of worries me a little bit. But there is more of an in-depth view of it, like where you see a bit of gameplay as well. So I'm excited. We'll watch that in this video as well. So I'm excited to see that. I'm a little bit excited. I won't lie to you.
A citywide curfew has been enacted. Violators will be shot on sight.
That was pretty sick. Did I just see that right? Did he just grapple hook a grenade? Hold on. That he did. That is pretty sick. I like that. They added more combat features. That's pretty cool. That's gotta be a raid boss, surely. Fucking massive. Or a gold monster. September 12th. Wishlist now. I just want to go back and see one thing real quick. Hold on. Because
I take that personally.
so he is digistructing it. Okay. I was just seeing, like, I was just checking, because when I was watching, I didn't want to keep, you know, I don't like pausing all the time when I'm reacting, because I feel like people come to watch my views on the video, of course, and then of course, like, they want to see the actual video itself. But yeah, he was digistructing it. That's what I was thinking about. So I wonder how they're going to spin that towel. Which is a pretty cool action skill, like destructing weapons and stuff like that. So deep dive, here we go.
I'm Randy Pitch.
Oh, we're starting off bad. Fucking Randy. Oh god. Oh god. I'm ready. Surprise me.
I'm Randy Pitchford, founder of Gearbox Entertainment. Today, we're giving you our deepest look yet at Borderlands 4. All the excitement, loot, and gnarly carnage all running on PlayStation.
Randy is just... Oh. You told Randy to wear this top. Why is he wearing a carpet? Why is he wearing a rug? Like, it's the type of rug, like, oh, Jesus Christ, Randy. You are, mate, you are a funny mucker, you, mate. You are a funny mucker.
5 Pro.
That's pretty cool.
Since creating the looter-shooter genre nearly 16 years ago, we've continued to refine the formula, delivering better loot, greater freedom, and endless mayhem. And with Borderlands 4, we've pushed...
Refine the formula is crazy. You had it refined. Or the loot way. The loot system was refined in Borderlands 2. I really liked the loot. The rest of the game was fucking an absolute spaghetti mess. Like, the game was not horrible, the game was amazing, but like the code and everything behind the game was an absolute mess. The thing is, what people don't realize with a Borderlands game is your story can be subpar, your story can be mid, because the story is not the reason most people are there. I like a story game, don't get twisted. I love a good story. You know what I mean? But the main reason you've maintained this fan base is, you said it at the start, you created the looter shooter genre. I'm here to loot and shoot. The way to make a good Borderlands game is to, one, have good looting mechanics, right? Which means legendaries aren't of a fucking abundance like Borderlands 3. 2, make the guns fun. Do you know what I mean? And the cringy millennial humor. Now I know I'm not a millennial. I'm technically a Gen Zer, but yeah, it's that type of humor is just get it gone. Do you know what I mean? Like I remember the mission in Borderlands 3 where you got the poop launcher. Like, why? I don't get it. And then you also had a launcher that shot burgers. Like, I know I'm fat, but it's still not a good joke. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not funny. It's just dry, to be honest. So we'll see what they do. I can't remember. I think his name is, what was his name? I was about to say Anthony Taylor, but that's the fucking that's a referee, mate. For football. Whatever his name is, the lead writer, he did well in Wonderlands. I won't lie to you, writing wise. So we'll see what happens here.
things even further.
This is hands down our best Borderlands ever. All new movement, abilities, bigger and badder enemies, and a brand new planet. All in service of making you feel like a total badass.
Best Borderlands ever is a crazy shout. Now that is something that, alright, so they've got to have somewhat confidence about this game, because they wouldn't call it the best Borderlands ever if they was not confident. But then again, they was confident about Borderlands 3. The best Borderlands ever is crazy. We'll see.
It's the perfect entry point for new players, with incredible new places and a great story. And for our long
Make sure I'm still recording. I am.
time Borderlands fans, we're throwing back to our more grounded tone while pushing gameplay ahead further than ever before.
I like that.
This is the culmination of years of hard work from my teammates across the Gearbox studios. So enough talk, let's get it. This is Borderlands 4.
Let's get it. Brand new VR. So the barrel mechanics are still there, which I like. I really like that. That's really, to be fair. That feature
Borderlands is an
actually, hold on. it is a nice visual, but it does look sloppy. Like I love the Borderlands art design, but you see right here, it just looks like messy. Do you know what I mean? Like you got the black. The easiest way to put it, I don't know the exact art design. I just call it black lines. Is the Borderlands art design, and it's a really cool art design, but I'd still. But it is a nice visual. Let me not nitpick. Let me not nitpick.
Borderlands is an unforgiving sci-fi universe where life is cheap and guns are plentiful. You play as a Vault Hunter, a badass mercenary with powerful abilities called action skills.
Today I'm playing as Vex, our new siren.
So there definitely is a level of create your own when it comes to Vault Hunter, because he's got a completely different. If I can rewind it a bit, do you know what I mean? She looks completely different. Obviously, that's a head, but like she never had this. Would that be an exo around her face? She looks completely different. So there will be a higher level of customization from what I'm seeing. She looks the same though.
Powerful abilities called.
But he looks completely different. He's got red eyes, completely white body. His entire suit's changed. So
Action skills.
Today I'm playing as Vex, our new siren.
Vex.
She wields supernatural phase energy to devastating effect. She can use that energy to empower herself, or
like
channel it to conjure deadly minions that fight alongside her.
Okay,
And because everything's better in co-op, I'm joining as Rafa, a former TDR soldier who wears an experimental exosuit.
Okay.
He can destruct an arsenal of weapons, like the razor-sharp arc knives.
These are two of our 4 new Vault Hunters that you can play at launch.
Borderlands 4 takes place on Kairos, an all-new planet steeped in conflict. For thousands of years, the Timekeeper kept the planet hidden, controlling its inhabitants with bolts, cybernetic implants fused to their spines. Anyone who stepped out of line was brutally crushed by his army of synthetic soldiers known as the Order.
I like that they're explaining it, like the story of the world before Opus arrived. That's pretty cool.
That is until 6 years ago when Elpis showed up. This rogue moon was teleported away from Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3 by the legendary Vault Hunter Lilith. When it reappeared across the galaxy, it crashed into the protective veil around Kairos. The results were devastating. A planet-wide cataclysmic event that disrupted the Timekeeper's perfect order.
Now people all across Kairos have started rising up, some even ripping out their bolts, and chunks of their brain along with it.
Here it comes!
So that's how they explain the psychos being back. I guess, I mean, just reuse assets, basically. Don't create a new enemy. Which they did with the Order, I guess, but then they also need the different type, right? Which is lazy, to say the least. You're in a completely new planet, right? It's just, but, I mean, it wouldn't be Borderlands without psychos, I guess, so there's that.
That's the situation our Vault Hunters have crash-landed into. A planet ready to explode, and you're the spark. As you explore, you'll meet a cast of incredible characters. Fan favorite
Amara. Oh my god, so Amara and Zane is back. Okay. That's pretty cool. She's got a pet with her. Is that? No, it can't be. Surely not. What's her name? BO3. Fucking hell, not that zoomed in. think it is.
Return, like Zane and Moxie. You'll also meet new friends like Rush.
And as
Good old
always,
Claptrap.
Claptrap is along for the ride.
Last but not least is Echo 4.
Oh,
This
got a new
helpful
Echo.
drone follows you everywhere, hacking order tech, scanning the environment, and helping guide you to objectives.
You know what?
But
I think hardcore Borderlands fans aren't gonna like that, but I think I do. It's a lot more user friendly and a lot more new player friendly. Because in this age of gaming, there's so many more gamers than there was, let's say, like 10 years ago, and not even 10, maybe even 5. No, yeah, no, I'd say 5. Nah, not 5. That's 2020. Yeah, like 10 years ago. But shit, what was I gonna say? There's a lot more players, and there's gonna be a lot of new players coming into this game, and it is very user friendly and noob friendly, which I can relate to in some way, and I appreciate them doing that for obviously certain players. I would like to see the HUD though. Depending on how the HUD and the map goes, I might understand why they've done it.
enough of all that. Let's get into the game.
Yeah, so show me what you got.
Thanks to our improved lobby system, it's easier than ever to join up with your friends on the fly. And with full crossplay at launch, you can play with your friends on any platform.
That's good. Full crossplay
Today,
launch
we're
is
venturing
very
into
good.
Terminus Range, a frigid, mountainous region.
This is just one of the 4 zones on Kairos that you can seamlessly explore. There's next to no loading time.
It is open world, or somewhat open world. 4 regions, next to no loading times, which means it's not going to be split between different maps, just different parts of the same region. It's open world.
Just endless looting and shooting mayhem.
How would that work?
For our current mission, we need to break
into.
into a secret black site located deep in the mountains. One of the Timekeeper's generals, Vile Lichter, has been conducting grotesque experiments on locals. It's up to us to stop him.
All right, let's get moving. Here I'm using Glide, one of our...
Oh, I don't like this HUD. I like this. I like that this is back, because this wasn't in Borderlands 3. And I don't think it was in Borderlands 2 either. I'm pretty sure this was a Borderlands 1. I do prefer that over a minimap, because minimaps can get annoying sometimes. I don't like this HUD though. Why have they gone for more like a soldiery type? Like, it kind of looks like Black Ops 4. HUD. Not zombies. Multiplayer. It kind of looks like Black Ops 4. It looks like Black Ops 4, bro. It's Black Ops 4 HUD. That's what it is, bro. And I don't like it. It looks so like, oh, I don't know, bro. Borderlands is that wacky, like, arcade-ish game. Do you know what I mean? I'd prefer the Borderlands 3 HUD over this. I definitely prefer the Borderlands 2 HUD. I really don't like the health and shield bars. This I don't mind. This here is fine. It's just this. I'm guessing that's your level. This here, I don't like it.
Our new movement abilities. Along with dash,
Wait,
double jump.
Hold on a minute.
Experiments on
Did
locals.
he just hover?
It's up to us to stop him.
All right,
So we
let's
have
get moving.
jetpacks. he did.
Here I'm using Glide, one of our new movement
Glide.
abilities. Along with dash, double jump, climbing, and point grapple, these make getting around more fun and add a ton of utility to combat.
I really don't like that. You can climb up that far, bro. Okay, let me not nitpick. I really don't like that, though. That seems so slow, and you already know there's going to be so many parts of the game that are going to have that are going to want you to use that kind of mechanic to get to a certain spot because it's a new mechanic, and it's so I don't know. I'm nitpicking.
As you
Did you say
traverse,
dash
you'll
as
uncover a
well?
vast and beautiful world. And to bring
There's the
Kairos to
dumb
life,
joke.
we've introduced dynamic weather and events, so you constantly have new things to discover.
There's also plenty of local wildlife to contend
Again,
with,
this is
like these crabs,
with 90 FOV.
flying beasts who attack in flocks.
Is that kill skills? That is. I really don't. Bro, call me crazy. I really don't like this HUD. I really don't like this HUD. I think it's fucking ugly. I think this FUD. I think this HUD is fucking ugly. What is this as well? It looks like a stim. Potent Alchemist. I'm guessing that's his class mod. That's kill skills. It tells you how long it takes to reload. I like this. I don't mind this. Oh, that is ugly, bro. And your level being hold on, give me a second of this. I haven't played Destiny in a long time. I did not mean to download it. Fuck's sake. Okay. That's just over there. I want to really see. Call me crazy.
Here we've come
Call me
across
crazy,
a
I
silo,
guess.
one of several new activities in Borderlands
Silo.
4.
You'll
Oh, so
naturally
this is like
discover
a
short gameplay experiences like this all
challenge.
across Cairo.
Crew challenge or
There's no need to pick up a mission first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
Silos house old, decommissioned order tech that you can hijack for the Crimson Resistance.
With the help
Okay, so I'm actually just realizing. Sorry for pausing so damn much. This video is gonna be hella long, but so they said. We're 6 years into the future. Right, I'm just like that knowledge just came straight to my head, like from what we heard earlier. I don't know why it's took me so long to say that. So we've had a 6-year time skip. How long has Kairos had Elpis on it since before we arrived?
help of Echo 4, we'll hack into their network and release the communications balloon.
I like Echo 4. Loki. I think he might be. Oh, so alternate fire modes are back. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like alternate fire modes.
Now that we're in charge, we can fast travel to the silo. And as a bonus, it's revealed the approximate location of a vault key fragment. We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault, a high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
They've made vaults raids, from my understanding. Hold on. Let me just hear that one more time real quick.
Bonus, it's revealed the approximate location of a vault key fragment.
So you will need to collect fragments.
We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault. A high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
So vaults aren't part of the main story. There will be some that are, of course. But vaults are now a side activity, probably more like end game. Okay, I like that. I like that. I think in Borderlands 3 there was no point having those vaults. Right, it was cool to go to more than one vault, right? Yeah, it was a vault on each planet. Oh wow, that's cool. But after you completed the game, you only ever went when the game first came out, you just went to Grave Ward and grinded XP and any legendary you wanted because the game was so fucked. But after that, like when all the drop rates got fixed and stuff like that, you just went to obviously Tyrene to get the King's and Queen's Call, and then like you'd only ever go there for their dedicated drops. It would never be like a challenge. So I do really like that actually. That's a good change. That's a very good change. I think that is so slow. I think that is going to be a very annoying part of that.
Another
game.
nice thing about silos is you can zip line up and take off.
It's so, okay. No one asked for that. I really don't like that. Why? It's so slow. I'd rather run and shoot things while I'm on the way there. Like, I know why they added it, because there's 4 sections of the map and it's an open world, bro. Like, there's 4 sections of the planet and it's going to be a massive map on each 4 sections, and it's an open world, so that's why they've added it to traverse because on other Borderlands games, you drive to a spot, you enter through whatever the fuck it's called, one of the gates or whatever, and you'd fight a wave of enemies. You've cleared that section, you'll move on to the next, you'll fight another wave of enemies, and then, do you know what I mean? It's that's the Borderlands gameplay. And then if you wanted to go that way and do a side quest, you could. If you wanted to go up and continue on the main quest, you could. With this, they're making it, they've added these things because it's an open world, right? Because it's gonna be so big. Why would you run around and kill everything when you don't have to anymore? Do you know what I mean? Like, you never really had to before. You could just run past everyone, unless there was you was in like a mission or something and you had to kill people to open a gate or something. But I don't like. I don't know how I feel about. I really love open world games. Don't get it twisted. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. I love Red Dead Redemption 1. I love flipping like GTA. I love Elden Ring, which is somewhat open world, I guess people would say, but it's definitely an open world. You know, I really love open world games, but in a Borderlands, I don't know.
That's not fast enough for you? You can always pull out your personal vehicle, the Digirunner. Just hop on, hit boost,
Okay,
and
so
get rolling.
they've just answered my concerns. So if you are mid-air in one of those and it's taking too long, you just pull out Ghost.
You can customize the body, paint job, and even how it handles.
And because this is Borderlands, you best believe it has guns.
Okay.
As you traverse, you'll encounter a host of dynamic events. From order patrols to world bosses, there's always something to shoot and loot.
It's an open world game, boys. Now, this is either gonna flop or do a lot better than a lot of people are expecting, because you're taking the Borderlands formula and putting it into an open world setting. Now that's either going to do really well and people don't expect it to do really well, because everybody loves open world games, right? Everyone loves exploring. Or you're gonna miss, and you're gonna have repeating occurrences where, like they said, all the patrols, right? You're gonna play the game for too long, and then you're gonna see about 5,000 order patrols, and you're just gonna get bored, right? If they don't have enough in-game, what they called, occurrences. If you don't have enough in-game occurrences, like separate ones, it's gonna get boring really quickly. But then I guess you can also just not do those in-game occurrences. You could just drive past them. So this is either gonna do a lot better than a lot of people are expecting, or it's gonna do exactly what people are expecting, which is flop. But I will say one thing: I feel like this being open world or open world-esque will bring a lot of new players in, and I think, I honestly believe, looking at these changes now, so some of them I dislike. I'm not gonna like the entire game. I feel like from what I've seen, the art style looks the same. It all looks very Borderlands to me. I feel like I will enjoy this game. I've enjoyed every Borderlands. I haven't loved every Borderlands, but I feel like I will enjoy this game. But I feel like a lot of new players are going to come in and actually enjoy it because of the open world-esque setting. Now, I think what they did was the right decision. I just hope they did it well, because if they didn't, then we're going to have like a, yeah, then we're going to just have a Borderlands 3 again, and nobody wants that.
All right, we're coming up on an order outpost. Let's see the new movement abilities in action.
Slide, double jump. What was that? That's a tool.
Chaining our new traversal abilities together makes combat more dynamic than ever. You can dash in and out of melee attacks, dodge projectiles, or quickly reposition to gain an advantage.
You messed up that slide. That's a grenade. Okay, so you can... Okay, now that's really cool. I do really like that. You can use your grappling hook to grab like throwables off a counter and then use them to your advantage. That is really cool. I do really like that. I love a game that allows you to interact with the environment like that. That is really cool. Okay, so I did see it, right? It's like a sniper pistol. You charge it up and then release one big burst. That's pretty cool. Can make it pistol mode.
Now I know that there's a vault fragment around here somewhere, but we've got a mission to get back to.
Yeah.
Let's pull out Echo 4 to show us where to go.
That is a really cool change. That is really good.
We're meeting up with...
I think they know that the open world setting is going to bring in a lot of new players. Might not retain some old players, but new players, gaining more players is sometimes better than retaining a portion of players, if you get what I mean. Because new players can always turn into returning players, whereas returning players have been disappointed a lot. You do want them, you do want them to love your game, but I think pushing this directive forward is definitely probably the best thing they could have done for Borderlands, because they needed a massive change. Because if they just released it not being open world, and they released it and it turned out to be like Borderlands 3, it might have killed them. The Borderlands movie, complete flop. I'm pretty sure they lost like 130 million on that movie. New Tales from the Borderlands was a complete shit show. I'm sure they gained some money off Borderlands 3 with DLCs and stuff, but I doubt it was that much. And I don't think Gearbox have like really any other products that are doing them any better. So this is probably the best way forward for them, and I respect them doing it. You know, it is a big leap, and you are going to upset a lot of players, but I do respect them for it.
None other than the Tigra Partali herself, Amara. She's a former Vault Hunter and exotic pet sitter from Borderlands 3. She came to Kairos in search of Lilith and is now helping us take down the Timekeeper.
Okay. So that confirms Lilith is still alive.
Don't you whine at me, homies. We'll play in a moment, huh? Ugh, you agree
Just
to pet
kill her.
sit for a few weeks, and the next
I'm
thing you
so
know, you're
sick of
having
Lilith.
full conversations with animals.
That's a safe station.
You don't use security like that unless you've got something to hide. This must be the path to the black site.
Agreed.
That siren kind of sounds like Rose from DLC 4. Or is it DLC 3? DLC 3. I like that voice actor. That's a good voice. If it is the same voice actor, I don't think it is, but the voice actor for this siren doesn't sound like an annoying piece of shit. Which sometimes Mose was. I do really like Mose though. She is my favourite character from Borderlands 3. But sometimes her voice lines would just fuck me.
But if Lilith is on the other side, I don't mind some property destruction.
Ooh, your specialty. Please, be my guest.
So she's a loyal. She stayed a loyal Crimson Raider. Amara did. That's pretty cool.
Come, let's throw some light on this black site of his. This place is
That
crawling
run
with
is so
creeps.
goofy.
Clear them out.
Co-op has always been at the heart of Borderlands, and we've put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This way, everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
Hold on. That's got me excited. Hold on.
You can also set your own campaign.
Detonate, like, that's like Amara's like full action skill where she like pushes the ball and shit. And it's not
difficulty
that. What I'm
independently of the rest of the party. This way, everyone.
It did. Oh my god, that's fucking sick. Nah. Wow. Her action skill changed to the element of her gun. So this matching elements, that is going to make for some very good builds. Wow. I hope all her action skills do that.
Everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
And you don't have to worry about looting and just stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up, you can easily fast travel to your friends.
Wait,
and two players
stealing your drops, as loot.
And we put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This way.
So somebody could be, let's say, level 50, and the other person could be, let's say, level 15. And each person will have different level enemies. That's really cool, and also counters a lot of boosting, which is, I like that. That's a good change.
Everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
And you don't have to worry about looting and just stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up, you can easily fast travel to your friends.
And two-player split screen returns so you can enjoy couch co-op. Regardless of how you play, we just want you to be able to hang with your buddies and have a great time.
What the hell is that?
There goes that millennial humor. Tim. I'm hating the hate. I'm just. It's just not funny.
Everyone else heard the talking creep, right?
Tim feels like the product of Lictor's twisted mind. Another of his experiments. If he's doing this to creeps, I shudder to think what he's doing to Lilith. We need to get inside. That air vent. Let's check it out. Hermes is really creeped out in here. Not me, obviously. Hermes.
It is home. Oh my god. That is Ava's. Bro, I hit the nail on the fucking head. And I know Ava's pet's called Hermes. I'm not even searching that up. Actually, let me just fact check. Just in case. Let me just hold on. Yeah, it is. I fucking knew it, bro. I knew it as soon as I saw it.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot. In Borderlands 4, each piece of gear comes from one of 8 manufacturers with their own characteristics and trademarks.
How many do they have in Borderlands? How many do they have in Borderlands 3? Jacobs, Tedior, Malawan, Vladov, COV, Atlas. Is that it? Sure, I'm missing one. Dahl. They had Dahl as well.
Jacobs, with crit-friendly black powder weapons. The elemental expertise of Maliwan. Vladov, who solve lower accuracy with more bullets.
Oh, and Hyperion.
Toss to reload Tedior. Or Torg with explosions! We also have 3 new ones. The Order.
They got rid of Hyperion? Oh, I don't like that though, because that gets rid of what's the bitch's name, bro? Athena's storyline.
With powerful charge and release blast, fully auto rippers, and the reliable, easy-to-use Daedalus, which can use multiple ammo types.
But that's just the start. We've introduced an all-new licensed parts system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple manufacturers to spawn in a single weapon. For instance, this flat-off assault rifle features a Torg mag, Hyperion shield, and a Maliwan elemental switch, meaning it shoots fast and explodes things. The higher the rarity, the more parts that can randomly spawn, creating wilder and wilder loot.
That's a W. It makes grinding for the god roll so much harder, but it also makes it so much better, because when you get that god roll, or even there'll be multiple god rolls, but wow, the feeling is gonna be. Wait, they cooked. No, they cooked with that. A lot of new players won't understand, but they really cooked with that, like deeply. That even if you get like a god roll part on a blue AR, it could make it feel insanely good.
And that's before even getting into alt fire modes, underbarrels, and elemental damage.
The possibilities are truly endless.
To support playing with your favorite manufacturer, we've added enhancements. This new type of gear replaces artifacts and provides bonuses to specific manufacturers. Take my current enhancement. It adds a kill bonus to all guns with Daedalus parts, along with more reload speed and critical damage.
Okay, I kind of like that.
This lets you min-max your build around your favorite manufacturer, immediately turning just okay guns into amazing weapons.
Finally, we've heard your feedback, and we've overhauled our drop rates and loot across the game. We've worked hard to make sure
Oh my god. Oh my god, chat, they listen. Chat, wait. Wait, no, Borderlands, no, Gearbox didn't listen to their no. Let's not take the piss here.
all our gear.
Let me hear that again.
We've heard your feedback, and
we've heard your feedback. Oh my god, wait. They might cook. Oh my god. Wow.
Overhauled our drop rates and loot across the game. We've worked hard to make sure all our gear feels better than ever, while also making rarity matter again. This makes for our most...
A dev team listened to their player base and added something that should have been in the game anyway? What?
Satisfying loot chase ever. And at the top of everything are legendaries. These have always had unique effects that you won't find on any other piece of gear. But in Borderlands 3, they drop too often. This not only devalued legendaries, it made everything feel less valuable. In our new
Rainbow
system,
balls.
not only do all guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events. We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and we know you'll
I
love
hope you
grinding
have.
all that great gear on Kairos.
But let's get back to combat so I can show you my favorite thing, ordnance. This is the new gear slot for grenades and heavy weapons like rocket launchers. Instead of taking up a gun slot and ammo, ordnance now has cooldown timers.
Oh
No more
my
saving the big.
God. Wow, that is a good change. I wouldn't even suggest that. I don't think anybody would have thought of that. That is a good change. Wow, no, that is a really good change. Depending on if you can still get legendary rocket launchers, legendary stuff like that, and put it in that slot. Depending.
Big guns for boss fights. Now you can blow stuff up as often as you want.
Doesn't take ammo either. Charge time. Really good. Guessing
Before
we're
we
gonna
go
show off the
further,
action
let's talk a
skills.
little bit about action skills.
Nice.
Every Vault Hunter has a set of 3 unique action skills. These are class-defining abilities with devastating effects.
The X creates a phase explosion, dealing damage to nearby enemies and fully restoring her health. Wow. That's OP. While active, Vex can use Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast and gains increased movement speed. Eldritch Blast L1 to fire an Eldritch Blast from her offhand, dealing damage to nearby enemies on impact. Dealing gun damage reduces Eldritch. Wow, that's really good actually. Cooldown duration 25 seconds is a long time. Jesus Christ.
Up until now, I'd been using Incarnate to deliver powerful phase blasts. But let's switch it up to Phase Familiar and pull out Trouble.
Oh,
as you can see, each action skill has its own branching skill tree, giving you more build freedom than ever before.
Reset his skills in the menu.
Blasts. But let's switch it up to.
I don't think he did. Yes, 5.
Phase Familiar and pull out Trouble. As you can see, each action skill has its own branching skill tree, giving you more build freedom than ever before. On top of passive skills, you can further customize action skills with augments and capstones.
I like all
These are socketed enhancements that add new behaviors and function to your action skill.
Different builds completely change how combat plays out, resulting in near endless freedom to experiment. You can swap unlock augments or capstones on the fly.
Even ornaments over. These are capstones. These skills are These skill trees are massive, by the way. Oh my god. I keep yawning. These skill trees are huge. Like, gigantic. With 3 different capstones. Okay.
Or completely respec your skill trees at hubs around Kairos.
This gives us a chance to talk about traits.
Hubs, okay, so you
Each
can't-
Vault Hunter has a unique passive ability called a trait. For Vex,
Vex is attuned to the elemental type of her current gun, converting all action skill and melee damage into that type. I knew it. That is so good.
her action skills attune to the element of her equipped weapon. So by swapping guns, I can change Trouble's damage from kinetic to shock, fire, or any other elemental type.
And also, you can pet the cat.
Dead end. Or is it?
Everybody
Let's see
likes
where
to
this
pet the
vent
cat.
takes us. Gods. Are those test tubes?
I'm glad the low-key sexual moaning's back when you get frozen. That's pretty cool. That was creepy as fuck. My bad, chat. Oh, this gun looks cool. It is cool. It's like a Hyperion though. With a Jacobs kind of.
I'm down. But thankfully, our fight for your life mechanic makes a return. Of course, I could have avoided it in the first place if I had just used my ref kit. This new piece of gear provides health and other buffs, like temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
Oh, so they added stims. Okay.
I'm almost afraid to ask what's in the tube.
Oh, look at these guys. Are those crystals growing out of them?
By the way, if you're looking to experience the story again or just grind for loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right, no more save loading to run bosses. Now you can return to the arena and use Moxie's...
What? I'm sorry? Oh, this is huge for console players. People don't actually realize.
Loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right.
I hope that means you also get the mission reward at the end of it, because if it does, that is huge. Like, take away the XP, of course, if you want to. But first of all, that makes, obviously PC could read only farm anyway, but console players, wow, that is a huge change. I don't mind replaying the mission to get a certain gun I want, because it's part of the grind, but that's something a lot of people have been asking for a while. No more save quitting.
Right, no more save loading to run bosses. Now you can return to the arena and use Moxie's big encore machine to spawn another run.
But we'll talk more about endgame later. For now, let's jump ahead and show you something truly badass.
Show me a boss, baby.
In Borderlands 4, our bosses are bigger and better than ever, putting all your new skills, gear, and abilities to the ultimate test.
Whoa.
Kind of reminds me of Astel from Elden Ring.
Whoa, spoilers. That's enough of that for now. But we look forward to showing you much more this June at our first hands-on gameplay event.
And from everyone at Gearbox, thank you for joining us.
I be real, bro. Low key. I'll keep it a buck with you. That is a lot better than I was expecting. And I'm actually kind of surprised. Wow. Fair plays to him. Fair plays to him. We'll see what they do in June. We'll take a look at the hands-on gameplay. But no, I'm actually a little bit excited now. Like, low-key, I'm actually a little bit excited. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I've been your boy Trimdawg Reacts. Hit me up on the main channel at Trimdawg, where I post gameplay, stuff like that. I'll always be doing React content as well. Hit me up on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Trimdawg_. Don't ask why Trimdawg was taken, okay? I'll catch y'all on the flippity.